Welcome, one and all. Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 530. David Norrell says, okay, I'm here. You are here, and you're right on time. And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm live. And here we are doing this. Another episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, live on YouTube, and Mixer, and Facebook Live, and Periscope. I believe I fixed my weird multi-streaming problem from Monday. For some reason, I wasn't able to see any of the Mixer, Periscope, or Facebook chat in my Mixer, in my chat box thing. But I believe that is fixed now. Indeed, I see people on Mixer. This is great. J90 Lurch says Mixer love. Hypebot says that Laura Elston is now hosting me. Good to see you, Laura. Bradley says, love this. Jason Fisher says, hello, Oxhorn. Parzival, pardon me. Parzival says, make my break from work much better. You are indeed welcome. And I'm glad that you're on the program today. Samuel says, I'm enjoying some Indian bourbon and Gurkha Black Ops. Well, man, it sounds like you and I are going to be having a wonderful evening today. And of course, it's great to see the YouTube members in the chat today as well. Sal Star says, hi, Oxford. How are you, mate? Feeling great. Doing well. Just finished dinner. So pardon me if I do too many burps. This is what happens every time I eat just before the program. But I should be okay. Josh Bunton says, you're late, Ox, to your own show. Am I? I am. I was about 5 minutes late. Sorry, I was racing to finish dinner on time, then I had to set up the show and create a thumbnail, but I'm here. That's the important thing. Clint Bartle says, evening, Ox. Thank you, Clint. Evening to you as well. Stephen A. says, good evening, Oxhorn. Thank you, Stephen. Good evening to you as all. We've got Rachel, Weird Beard, and brand new member, Armadillo Amontadillo. And I believe I've seen you as a member before, so maybe you're a returning member. Either way, good to have you on the program. Deuteronomy says, I'm watching my brand new 4K smart TV and chatting on my phone. Nice. I've never seen myself on a 4K TV before. So you're experiencing something that I probably wouldn't want to see. Myself on a big TV. That'd be strange. Rachel says, start something on Fire Ox before you talk too much. You're looking out for me, and that's what I appreciate. Thank you, Rachel. It's time to set something on fire. Paige Michael on Facebook says, oh my God, it's been years since I've seen one of these. Catering here, got a dram of Cotswolds and a lovely Oliva Maduro. Well, Paige, exquisite taste, I might say. Glad to have you on the program. John Paul says, not on YouTube. I am on YouTube. There's a lot of chat on YouTube right now, so we are live. We are live on YouTube, Mixer, and everywhere else. Douglas Delegard with a tip says, Oxhorn! Thank you, Douglas Delegard. Very kind. I see the members on YouTube making good use of the ox emojis, the ox emojis, I guess. Jesse Spain and Little Miss Cindy. The other ones are still in the works. I know I keep saying that every single time. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would. But they're in the works. It'll get done. Irony, says the Dark Seraph, is the opposite of wrinkly. I mean, I can't argue with that logic. Abysmal says, evening, Ox, did you return to Vault 8 for the secret at the end of Fallout 2? I hinted at it when I did my video on Vault 8. And never fear, we will return to learn more about that secret ending when the time is right. But the time is not right. Speaking of which, plan for the weekend. I'm working on 2 Fallout 2 videos. That's the plan. The first video is going to be on Saturday. I'm working on, and it is going to be much in the same vein of as we talked about earlier, and that is a continuation and conclusion of the events at New Reno. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my Mixer chat, and there are a bunch of badges in the chat that so there's a lot about Mixer that I don't quite understand. Carbojo says, "Hey there, Oxhorn." Hey there, Carbojo. I'm still learning, so be patient with me. I'm still learning, but I'm seeing a lot of badges and bits and stuff in the chat, and I'm trying to figure it out. But I'll get there, never fear. Common Danger says, "Hey, Oxhorn, have you seen any news on the Creation Club update for Fallout 4? Wasn't it supposed to come out in September?" It was supposed to come out in September, and I believe they pushed it back. Didn't they come out with... I think they came out with an official blog announcement saying that they were going to be pushing it back. So I think that they bit off a bit more than they can chew. If I'm reading between the lines here, I don't have any special information, but I'm reading between the lines here, and I'm thinking they bit off a bit more than they can chew. If you recall, the entire idea that they announced for their latest addition to the Creation Club is the ability to go to the Capital Wasteland in Fallout 4 and visit GNR. And, right? So I think they're trying to do a lot, and it sounds really cool. I honestly don't care how long it takes them. I know it was supposed to come out earlier last month, but I honestly don't care. I want them to work on it and make it good. I want it to be amazing. So if they've got to wait until December, for all I care, that's fine, as long as it comes out perfect. We can't expect perfection. I realize that. I'm not going to expect perfection, but I want it to be great. I want it to be polished. So that's what I'm hoping on. Anyway, I was talking about this weekend. What was I saying? Plan for the weekend. 2 Fallout 2 videos. Saturday, the conclusion of New Reno. We're going to whack all the bosses. All 4 bosses. Every way to whack them. Well, there's not that many ways to whack them. You can whack them all the violent way. And then there's a few of them where you can whack them a silent way. And those options are sometimes limited. The right whacking option is interesting. And so we're going to be putting a lot of emphasis on the right whacking option. We will also do the Mordino and the Salvatore as well. We've already done Bishop, but we'll go over Bishop again. Then for Sunday, I'm working on an epic video about the NCR. And it's got to be an epic video because I'm trying to conclude everything we can do at NCR in one video. And the audio file is already recorded and edited. It's at 1.5 hours. I don't know why I do this to myself, but it's at 1.5 hours. So I hope you like Fallout 2, because I've got almost 2 hours of Fallout 2 content for you this weekend. That should be done. It should be done. All I have left to do is the video editing for that one. It'll probably take me 2 days, but I should get it done in time for Sunday. So 2 Fallout 2 videos for the weekend. That's the plan. Adrian Parker asks, what is your favorite lore episode that you've done? Boy, that's tricky. They're just all so good. I really liked the Survivalist episode for New Vegas. It was just such a great little story. It was the highlight of the Honest Hearts DLC, to be perfectly honest. And I enjoyed piecing it together, putting everything in chronological order, painting a story. The Survivalist, probably. Trevor Robb says, hi from Edmonton, Alberta. You've said before you'd like to see Fallout Canada type game. What kind of lore would you like to see in a Fallout Canada type game? Well, I want to know more about the annexation. Now, we learned a little bit about it in Fallout 2, actually, in my recent Fallout 2 video on the Sierra Nevada munitions. No, not Sierra Nevada. The Sierra Army Depot. In my latest video on the Sierra Army Depot, we learned a little bit more about the annexation of Canada. And that's because in a GNR news briefing, we read that Canada asked to be annexed by America. Now, of course, they asked to be annexed by America because of the fossil fuel shortages. America had captured and claimed the last remaining pocket of fossil fuels known to man, so they were kind of forced into it. But according to Fallout 2, they wanted to become part of America, which is interesting, Canadians. So I'd love to learn more about how that happened, if they ever decided to do a DLC or an entire Fallout game. I'd love them to touch on Canada. Atomic Meltdown says, what kind of cigar are you smoking? I'm a little late. It's okay. I was a little late too. I'm just glad you make it. I'm smoking a La Aurora y Leon Corojo. It's my go-to cigar on the program. Lemon Tunic says, lots of lag. I don't know, my friend. I've got green lights across the board. Mixer, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, green, green, green. No interruptions, no lag. How's my FPS? It's looking good. It's looking good on my end. I think we're okay. Echo is... Oh, are people talking about an echo? I'm not seeing an echo on my end, so you'll have to let me know if there's still an echo. Douglas Delegard says, always happy to watch your videos. So fun to watch. Thank you, Douglas. Tip from Atomic Meltdown. Thank you, Atomic. Jesse Spain says, today's show is brought to you by the word whacking. Well, we will be whacking a lot of bosses in the upcoming future. Alien Face says, the Metro Exodus DLC is looking pretty good. Keep up the good works. Thank Alien Face. We completed the 2 kernels, the DLC for Metro Exodus 2, a week and... Not this week, but last week. And then we completed, we didn't complete. We got about halfway through the latest DLC for Rage 2 this week on Monday. And I hope you watched that stream. It was a lot of fun. Took me a bit to kind of get back into it because it had been months since I had played Rage 2. But really enjoyed myself in Rage 2 again. It's, the story isn't that good, to be perfectly honest, in Rage 2. But the gameplay is fun. I just had so much fun. No echo. Everyone's saying no echo. That's great. Thank you, everybody. I just have so much fun playing Rage 2. I don't know if it's just the style of game that I can get used to, but it's the first game where, and I think I've said this on the program before, it's the first game where I've got a character who has traditional weapons, guns, and so forth, and magic powers, and I get the magic powers. For some reason, in every game where your character has magic powers, it takes me forever to figure them out, to the point where I just don't use them. That's what it was with Prey. In Prey, I didn't want to use them. I didn't understand them. They just got frustrating. Even in BioShock and in BioShock Infinite, as you'll see today, I rarely or economically use my powers, right? But in Rage 2, man, I'm using my powers all over the place. So I don't know, it's a good game. I'm looking forward to finishing the DLC next week. Thank you, Douglas Delegard. Prower says, joke. I told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. Well, that would do it. Rachel, I don't understand your comment. Did they actually ask, or was that propaganda? I know that's probably in reference to something I said earlier in the stream, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm sorry. I can't recall. Oh, you were talking about Canadian. Got you. The annexation of Canada. I mean, it could have been propaganda. That's completely possible. But there was also a legitimate reason for them to ask. If they're completely out of fossil fuels and America had to run a pipeline from the continental United States to Alaska, then it would make sense for them to ask to be annexed by America. But, I mean, you're right. It could be propaganda. We don't really know. Dawson Holiday says, hey, Oxhorn, you always talk about how you wish you could clone yourself. You probably can't afford it, but Google Clone Aid. It's a real company. No. I don't want to live in this universe. No, it's real. Dystopian nonsense. Oh, no. Clone Aid is a Canadian-based human cloning organization founded in 1997. Oh, God. The future is here, and it's not bright. Thank you, Dawson. Chris Breyer says, you excited about Fallout Cascadia mod being made? Yeah, I hear about it fairly frequently. Haven't played it, but and I haven't really heard much about it recently, but I am always excited about really cool content mods being made for the game. The Lone Dragonborn says, I love you. I love you too. You're the best. So glad you're here today. Ethan H. says, I hope you're ready for today's episode of Infinite Ox. The story is going to get real crazy and complex from this point forward, and there's more trans-dimensional travel to come. You mean more crazy and complex than it has already become? Because I've already been a bit overwhelmed with the story so far. So, okay. Well, thanks for the heads up. Looking forward to that. Shadow787 says, good evening, Sir Oxhorn. Been rewatching your synth theory videos and have a question just for fun. If a synth is indistinguishable from a real human, can organs be donated between the two? Interesting thought. I would imagine so. Because organic material is grown based on human DNA in a lab using organic components. So I'd imagine so. We don't really know, but I think so. Kel Swope says, need more Fallout 76, brother. Yes, I have plans, great plans, to do much more with Fallout 76 in the near future. Ethan Hughes says, super excited for the next Fallout 2 vid. Great. Well, I hope you're looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun with the audio narration for the last 2 videos. So, you'll enjoy it. Looks good on Mixer, says Chicken Biscuit. Good job on my end, says Sorcerer. Okay, good. All right, good. I'm glad it's not on my end. I'm enjoying all of these stickers and lightning bolts that I'm seeing on the Mixer stream. I think that's just flair. I don't know how Mixer works, but I'm seeing a lot of flair. It reminds me of Office Space. Share your flair. Well, I'm getting a lot of flair. It's exciting. Teal Anteater has gone through and given me a lot of flair and a lot of lightning bolts. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, sparks. Those are sparks. One day I should sit down and read a guide on how to mixer. I'll figure it out. I'm here. I'm committed, my friends. Lemon Tunic says, what's your favorite weapon across all the Fallout games? It's a little box floating down the screen. Very cool. Sorry, I'm baffled by Mixer. It's interesting. My favorite weapon. Oh, it's got to be the shotgun. I mean, I use the shotgun in every game I play. It's I don't know. I find the shotgun and I get comfortable with it, and I just use it in Prey, in Rage, in BioShock Infinite, as you shall soon see. Yeah, the shotgun works great. I don't know why. Maybe, I mean, I also like rifles. Long-range rifles. I don't like scoped rifles. I mean, I'll use scoped rifles. I prefer iron sight rifles. Like, that's why I enjoy the carbine in Infinite as opposed to the sniper rifle. Brody Crusher says, I'm smoking a cigar and drinking some brandy with you, my man. Thank you, Brody Crusher. Wish we had Oxhorn stickers on Mixer, says Chicken Biscuit. Can I do that? I mean, I've got the emojis that I made for YouTube. And I've got large-sized versions of them, too. Maybe I should make them from Mixer. I'm going to have to research this after the program so that everybody on all the platforms can enjoy the Oxmojis. Ethan H says, when are those new YouTube emotes coming? They're coming soon. I've been working with the artist. She originally quoted me 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks. So, but she's been giving me her progress, and they've been coming along great. I've seen all of the new membership badges. They look amazing, and she's shown me previews of about half of the brand new Ox emojis that I'm having made, and they look wonderful. They have much more character. I mean, I like the ones she made last time. The ones you're using now, they're really cool. But in my opinion, the ones with the faces have much more character. The new ones do. So, exciting stuff. Rachel says, Ox, did you get your tenderizer? No. I had time to do one more meat week challenge. And then I just couldn't log into the game. I was so busy with the other content I was doing and with life that I just couldn't log into the game. So I didn't get the tenderizer. But I'm glad they still had it out. So maybe the marketplace now has more tenderizers. And I'll be able to find one on our shop. We'll see. Jordan Ottaway says, evening, Oxhorn, how are you doing tonight? Tonight I'm enjoying a Roma Craft Intemperance and a glass of Legend Bourbon. Wow. As I wait for my wife to get home. Cheers to you, my good sir. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff I've never heard of before. Legend Bourbon. Ooh. Oh, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Sounds like you're enjoying your evening, Jordan. That's great. Well, I haven't had a sip of mine. Cheers. Bottoms up. Welcome new YouTube member, Jerkin Crocus. Good to have you on the program. Lakeside Redneck says, Ox, it's great to be back on your live show. I have resumed New Vegas after a break, and I have started Dead Money. I'm using your series on Dead Money to navigate the villa. Thanks for all that you give us in your videos. Well, thank you for watching my Dead Money series. That was the first major DLC series that I did. Before I did a few videos on a few of the settlement DLCs for Fallout 4, but to actually sit down and do a lore series on a DLC, the Dead Money one was the first I did, which is why it doesn't have an intro music video. I didn't know I was going to be doing them at the time. I wish I could go back and put a new intro music video at the beginning of each Dead Money video, but I can't. I know what I would do too. It would be a lot of fun, but I enjoyed that DLC so much, and I'm glad that you're able to use those videos as a guide. So cool. Thank you. Brody Crusher on Mixer says, and by the way, how do you record your videos? I want to start YouTube. Well, my settings have changed over the years. I used to use Shadowplay. Well, I used to use Fraps, Then I use Shadow Play. I'm using OBS now. I'm using the Open Broadcast software, free open source software. It's what I'm using to broadcast right now as well. So I not only use it to do my show, but also to record my live streams as well. And then you just got to get the settings right. There are so many finicky settings you got to tinker with. It's kind of a pain in the neck, but once you get it down, after much experimentation, it's a handy little software. Doesn't bog down your computer too much. And then I use the Adobe Creative Suite, in particular Adobe Premiere Pro, to do all my editing, my video editing. Once I, capture the footage, I then gotta edit it and chop it all up. Rachel says, props, no new props. At least I don't think I have any props. Yep, no new props to show off, sadly. Nothing new. Actually, wait, didn't I get something? No, I showed that off last week. That was my loot crate. Right. Yep, no new props. Jessica Sharp says, pardon me, Jessica Sharp says, my new streaming TV keeps dropping my Wi-Fi, so I'm watching you on my phone from my sick bed. Watching your live stream makes battling this cold so much better. Thank you, Jessica. I'm so sorry to hear that you're sick. I hope you get better soon. And I hope you can fix that Wi-Fi problem. That's frustrating. Happens in my house, too. Smart TVs just don't handle Wi-Fi very well. Lakeside Redneck says, do you ever wish Fallout would make a Midwestern-based game, a region-based game? You should play Fallout Tactics, if that's what you're interested in. Fallout Tactics, as far as I know, takes place in Chicago. So it's pretty Midwestern. And it's kind of canonical. I think so. Ryan Pest says, hey, Oxhorn, keep up the good work. I enjoy all of your content, especially the Fallout lore. Thank you, Ryan. Much more to come. Chicken Biscuit says, what are your plans for Friday streams after Wolfenstein? Call of Cthulhu. I bought it. I've already played a little bit of it. I'm enjoying it. It's going to be trippy. It's a nice replacement for the Sinking City, which we had a lot of fun with on the show. It's very similar in many ways, but also very different. When we start out, it's going to seem almost identical. The story is disturbingly similar. And the fact that the Sinking City came out after the Call of Cthulhu makes me raise a couple of eyebrows at Frogwares there. But once we get past the beginning, it becomes a very different game, and but it's still interesting. So, Call of Cthulhu, that's the plan. But of course, we will drop everything when Outer Worlds comes out. That will be taking precedence, and I think that's it. I mean, they pushed Cyberpunk to next year, didn't they? So we're not going to be able to do that this year. The King says, just hopped over here from YouTube onto Mixer to follow you on here. Been a long-time watcher of your Fallout 4 series. Well, thank you very much, The King. Glad to have new followers on my Mixer channel. Josh Bunton says, for those not in the know, see tomorrow's stream for this, but Ox, the Sternberger from Youngbloods or any of the shotguns. The Sternberger. Is that how you pronounce it? Sternberger? The Sternberger. It's that's my favorite. So the shotgun in Wolfenstein, which I forget the name of it. It's another burger named weapon. It's like Mashy Burger or something. I don't know. But the shotgun in Wolfenstein frustrates me as it only does light, like hollow point damage, right? Instead of armor-piercing damage. Which I suppose makes sense as a shotgun, but it's less useful in that regard. What's really weird is that the armor-piercing ammunition, it's in my machine pistol as well, or my pistole. So I find myself, when I'm out of ammunition for my Sternberger, when I'm out of ammunition for the Sternberger, I have to switch to my little pea shooter, my little pistol with the scope on it, to take down giant robot enemies in Wolfenstein Youngblood, because that's the correct ammo type. It's ridiculous. Jessica Sharp says they have rad stags, so why isn't there rad horses that the player can use as transportation? Well, according to established Fallout lore, the horse had gone extinct. This is something we learned in the original Fallouts, so it's a carryover from when Interplay was running the show. There's actually one deviation from this, and it's a boo-boo that Obsidian made while making Fallout New Vegas. If you check out the All Roads graphic comic that they released in the special edition of Fallout New Vegas, there are a few scenes in the graphic comic where I think Benny is having a flashback to when the tribes were being tamed by House. And in those flashbacks, you see horses. And one of the developers, I believe it was Chris... I forget which developer, but he was interviewed about it, and he says, yeah, the horses are extinct in the Fallout universe, and we forgot to tell that to our artist. So we caught it too late. They had already printed all the books. They were in the process of being distributed in the special edition when we discovered there was a horse in the graphic comic. So we weren't gonna reprint everything. So they just kind of let that one go. But yeah, the horse is extinct. That's why we don't have rad horses in the Fallout universe. The Dark Seraph says, I still want a Fallout in Texas. Brotherhood of Steel doesn't count. Even Bethesda hates it. I agree. Though, if I'm honest, I doubt they're going to do another game set in Texas with Brotherhood of Steel sort of taking that mantle. We'll see. What happened to all the fish in the Fallout universe? Oh, says Noobs. Well, Noob Slayer. Well, it depends on whom you talk to. If you talk to Cass, she doesn't even know what they are. She questions whether or not they're real. But if you talk to anyone who's been to the island or to Zion Canyon, there are fish everywhere. So the fish is not extinct. It's not extinct. Ryan Pest says, hey Oxhorn, question. I installed Wastelander's Workshop on Xbox One, but I'm having issues entering the workshop sometimes at Red Rocket. Any suggestions? I mean, no. I never had that problem with Wasteland Workshop. I've never had a problem entering workshop mode in any of the settlements. And your particular game install, it's impossible to diagnose. So, if I were you, I'd try removing mods, uninstalling, then reinstalling mods, trying it on a new installation of the game. There are a lot of things you could try to do. Fallout King says, I think Bethesda should remake New Vegas. Anyone else? I have a conflicted opinion on remasters. I had the same... This question was brought up when people were talking about a remastered version of Fallout 3, back when everyone was still trying to guess what was this brand new game that Bethesda was teasing about on their Twitch stream. Everyone, and even news organizations at the time were like, oh, insider knowledge, it's a remastered version of Fallout 3. No, it wasn't that. But, my problem with remastering any of these games is that those games already exist. And anyone who wants to play them can play them at any time. I mean, maybe not on the console that you wish. In order to get New Vegas or 3 to work, you're probably going to have to play it on a PC. You're probably going to have to install a bunch of mods to get it to work right. Sure, I get it. And for that reason, maybe a remaster is a viable thing, because then it becomes more accessible to more people. But I've played both games. I like both games the way they are, and any remastered version is inevitably going to be compared to the original. It's impossible to remaster either of the games on the existing engine that they were on, because even a remastered version of those games is not going to solve the engine problems with both New Vegas and 3 that would make it too clunky of a game to be published today, in my opinion. I mean, they're both amazing games and amazing stories, which is why I play them and enjoy them. But for somebody trying to buy in 2019 or 2020 a remastered version of either of those two games, there are fundamental problems with the engine that both games were created on that would have to be solved before they did that. And so they would have to basically create it on the Fallout 4 engine, which is recreating the game. Remastered games are done if a developer can go in really quickly, make a mesh change here and there, throw in a new texture, boom, it's remastered, and then they can sell it again. They don't go in and remaster games if they have to recreate the game from the ground up, which is what they would have to do with 3 and New Vegas to get it on the Fallout 4 engine. So I doubt we'll ever see either of those, in my opinion. And I'm okay with that. I like the games as they are. Fond memories with the games as they are. Robert L. says, hi, Oxhorn, love your videos. What features / game mechanics from 76 do you wish for them to use in the next Fallout, and what features do you wish that they wouldn't? Well, my list of features that I wish they wouldn't continues to grow. It's exceedingly long. I dislike survival mechanics. I don't think those are necessary in this type of game. I wish they would get rid of them. I like the ability to fast travel from within cells, interior spaces. That's a nice touch. So being able to fast travel from anywhere, even as long as you're not in combat, that's cool. I like that feature. I enjoy the ammo crafting. I enjoy that. I'm glad that weapon condition is back, though I think it's a bit draconian. It's a bit like weapons degrade really fast in Fallout 76, so that could go down. Even with the perk cards enabled. Like I don't know if I could play without the perk cards, gun nut or gunsmith, I forget. I have a perk card maxed out so that I can reduce weapon degradation. But even with that card maxed out and equipped, when I did Vault 94 live with some other YouTubers, my shotgun broke twice in one dungeon. And I had to repair it using repair packs because I didn't have any scrap to do so. That's insane. Your primary weapon shouldn't break twice in one dungeon. Anyway. There are frustrating things with the Fallout 76 gameplay. But good things as well. The King says, while we chat up about Fallout and such, I'm currently running around Nuka World for the first time, finally loving this series. I really enjoyed the Nuka World DLC. When it dropped, it disappointed me in some regards because I disliked how really the bulk of the content was for evil characters. And I discussed this in my series on Nuka World. But you gotta work with all these raiders, right? And the content for a good character is kill everybody, and that's it. There's your content. I mean, that's not being entirely fair because even with all of the raiders dead, you can still go through and explore every location and get the lore and all of that. But I felt like it was a real one-sided DLC. But that said, the evil encounters we do get are interesting, and we can make our ultimate betrayal afterwards, right? Even if we decide to work with each of the raider gangs, and then one of them, well, I don't want to do any spoilers, but even if we decide to work with the raider gangs and do their quests, we can try to do so without being too evil, and then we can free the slaves later after we get all the loot from the raider gangs. So there is that, okay? I wish there would have been a faction we could have worked with like the Slaves, for example, where you have a really detailed quest line with a lot of interesting story, aside from just, oh, we're enslaved, kill the raiders, please. And we do that, and that's it. Still, the art in Nuka World was amazing. The music was great. The setting was wonderful. It's an awesome theme park to explore. So they did a lot of good stuff with that DLC. Ethan H. says, I hate how silly the motivations are of the raiders in Nuka World. I mean, it's hard because if you're a storyteller and you're trying to sit down and get into the mind of a raider, it is really silly. They didn't have any of the normal motivations a normal human would have, which may be why they ended up raiders. But you've got the pack. They just like being alpha dogs and, howling for no reason. Sorry, the pack is the most ridiculous raider faction. I mean, they dress up in rags and they've got all these animals and they just they just howl at each other and, do animal-like fighting and ridiculous stuff. The operators are all about money, and then the disciples are just all about death. They're a death cult. And, they're all interesting in their own ways. Realistic? I don't know. I mean, I don't think that raider factions like that would realistically exist in a post-apocalypse. But they are fun. RJ Thomas says, Oxhorn, are you going to play the Outer Worlds? Yes, I am going to play the Outer Worlds. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait for it to drop. Robert L. says, do you think they should keep the perk card system for Fallout 76? I personally do not like it. I don't like it either. I don't think they should keep it. I understand why they did it. I remember reading that they've got an update for Fallout 76 next year probably, where they're going to give us loadouts where we can swap our character loadouts on the fly. The idea behind perk cards just doesn't make sense to me. Then again, I guess a perk doesn't make sense. Like, okay, so if you're a real character in this universe and you're earning experience to grow, I get experience because everybody earns experience as they live, and then you can, specialize your character. But perk cards? Why does a game mechanic need to become a physical object? That's my question, right? So there are achievements, there are the regular perks in previous games, there's experience and all of that stuff, but rarely in an RPG does a game mechanic like experience or a perk become a physical, tangible object like a pack of cards. It's just weird, right? And so you can swap them in and out. Honestly, I kind of get the impression, and I'm just speaking off the cuff here, I don't know one way or the other, but I kind of get the impression that the entire perk card system was originally built with the idea that perk card packs would be sold on the Atom Shop. But due to, I think after they announced Fallout 76, they quickly learned that would not be received very well, which is why they kind of avoided that. And I'm just guessing, but that may be why the entire perk card idea exists to begin with. I could be completely wrong. But, yeah, it's weird. It's a little weird. I don't know if I like it. It's not a deal breaker for me. I'm not going to stop playing because of it. I'm not going to go on a weird online protest. But it's just a little clunky, in my opinion. Rookie202 says, what do you think about the Fallout Legacy Collection? I don't... If you're just talking about the classic games, I love them. I've done an entire series on Fallout 1. I'm doing a series on Fallout 2 now. Fallout Tactics will probably come after. So I'm going through the classic Fallouts. In terms of a collection called Fallout Legacy, I'm not familiar with it. I haven't gone through it. Lakeside Redneck says, Ox, would you stream and make videos if Rockstar made a second L.A. Noire? Absolutely. I loved L.A. Noire so much. It was such a great game. Did an entire lore series on it. I would cover it if they made a new one. James Lesko with a tip. Thank you, James. IGN 1997 says, hey, Oxhorn, did you check out the Pip-Boy 2000 Mark VI mod for Fallout New Vegas on the Nexus? And if you do, go check out the Wasteland skin for it. Cool. I mean, I'm not playing a lot of New Vegas these days because I've finished everything in the game practically. But if I ever do, I'll head back and check out some of the new mods. John Washburn says, hello, Oxhorn. Hope you post this so I can see it later. I do. I post every episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings on YouTube after the program airs. So I'll probably post it either later today, later tonight, or tomorrow morning. Valkyrie KTP says, hey, Oxhorn, I absolutely love your Nuka World series, and I'm a huge fan of Nuka-Cola, so your series is a very fun series to watch. Thank you. Cheer, cheer, cheeriest place in the whole world. I had a great time putting together the Nuka World series. There may be a few more locations in Nuka World that I have yet to explore. Don't know if I covered the main story, but I don't know if I covered every location. I think there might be a few minor ones that I didn't cover. I know there are a few random encounters that I have yet to cover for Nuka World. Trezo says, hey, Oxhorn, after you finish BioShock Infinite, are you going to do the DLC next? Yes, Burial at Sea. I'll be doing all of the Infinite DLCs after the main story. Man. I'm always interested to see the news, the creativity of various spam trolls in the chat, and we have an interesting one in the YouTube chat right now. Ethan H says, we're getting educated in scripture, guys. Lol, is there an evildoer here? Maybe we're all evildoers. I mean, we are gamers, right? I remember the whole Dungeons and Dragons thing from the 80s when, parents were freaked out saying that if you played Dungeons and Dragons, you were like a devil worshiper or something. And I didn't know any better because I didn't play Dungeons and Dragons. I was too small. But, there were communities around me that were saying that. And I'm sitting there going, oh, man, this Dungeons and Dragons thing must be really awful. And then I played Dungeons and Dragons in high school. And I'm like, what the heck? Where did this come from, right? I mean, it's the same thing about gamers. There are certain communities that'll say the same things about gamers, even if you play Candy Crush or something like that. Oh, you're playing a game. You're an evildoer. It's demonic. Austin says, yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to catch a stream. Hope you're enjoying BioShock, and I can't wait for things to get weird. Things will indubitably get weird. Thank you very much, Austin. Testing says, are you going to do any more Fallout 4 lore stories? Absolutely. We'll be doing more Fallout 4 in a bit. I can't say when. I don't know when. I'm really preoccupied with Fallout 2 at the moment. I mean, I've pretty much finished Fallout 3. But by doing Temple of the Union and Head of State, I've completed Fallout 3. I mean, there are a few other things I want to do that are not quest and story related, like an exploration of the metro tunnels. I would still like to do a series on that, but in terms of the story, it's done. I've done it all. So I'm really focusing on Fallout 2. I want to knock that out. I've got a lot of Fallout 76 to do. A lot of Fallout 76 to do. The major story to Fallout 76, I really need to start a series on that. I've finished everything in the ash heap, but there are all the other zones that have their own stories as well. I got to go through the Savage Divide. There's a lot to do. And Wastelanders is coming out later this year. Oh, it just never ends. There's so much to do. But the plan is eventually to go back to Fallout 4 and do a lore series, a proper lore series, with an intro music video and everything for Fallout 4 and all of Fallout 4's DLCs. Well, I've already done the ones for the Fallout 4 DLCs, except Far Harbor. I need to do Far Harbor. I already done Nuka World. So, vanilla Fallout 4 and Far Harbor. I need to do that. Grievous Reborn says, Oxhorn, very important question that could change my view on you forever. Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse? How is that even a question? Bugs Bunny all the way. I mean, he's the only guy that puts his finger in the barrel of a revolver and has it blow up in the other guy's face. You're not going to find that from Mickey Mouse. No, that's too violent. Bugs Bunny forever, man. I had a Bugs Bunny stuffed animal when I was a kid, and he was my favorite companion as a small child. And I watched every Bugs Bunny cartoon I could possibly. The one Bugs Bunny thing that I know I'm going to be upsetting a lot of 90s kids here. So if you're a 90s kid, I was a 90s kid. I am a 90s kid. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to make you mad. But the one Bugs Bunny thing I just didn't get into was Space Jam. I know that I'm ruining your childhood here. I get it, and I'm sorry. But I went to the theater as a child to watch Space Jam as a 90s kid and a huge Bugs Bunny fan. And I couldn't get into it. I don't know why, but it just didn't feel like Warner Brothers. Here I am getting into the purity of Warner Brothers. Oh no, what's happened to me? It just didn't feel like Bugs Bunny. Oh, really? I don't know what it was. But even as a kid, before I became an uber nerd when it comes to games and stuff, Space Jam just didn't capture the same Mel Blanc feel of Bugs Bunny. So I was a fine movie, but it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. I don't know if I'm alone in that. Brett Buss, new member. Thank you, Brett Buss. Phantom Pride says, hello from Wales, Oxhorn. I haven't been able to watch you live in a while, but I finally have Friday off. I enjoy your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Phantom Pride. Great to have you in the program. Aiden Plays, new member. Thank you, Aiden Plays. The Peacemaker says Daffy Duck is the bomb. Yeah, Daffy Duck is the bomb. Chris Breyer says Bugs is also super comfortable with his sexuality. Oh, he was so comfortable. He dressed up like a Viking maid to sing opera at Elmer Fudd and then fall into his arms. He's that comfortable in his sexuality. Oh my gosh. Nathan says, that's it, you're dead to me. Oh no. Well, look, I've got nothing against Mickey Mouse. I mean, he's fine. Like old school Mickey Mouse was great too, in his own way. There's something creepy about those two little black ears. Is it weird for me to say that? But they're two-dimensional. Even in three-dimensional cartoons of Mickey Mouse, his ears are still two-dimensional. How does that work? There's no third dimension for Mickey Mouse's ears. Does that not bother anyone else? No matter which way he turns, he still has two giant ears facing the same way. How? No, that's weird. He freaks me out. A little bit. And that voice, that high-pitched, ha-ha. Sorry. I like the Mickey Mouse, ye olden Mickey Mouse, the guy who wears the little peasant shoes and the peasant hat and climbs the beanstalk. That guy's great. That Mickey Mouse is fine. But his ears are two-dimensional. Jordan says, would you play a new Fallout if it was based in China? And hello from New Zealand. Yeah, I'd totally play it. I don't know how it would work. Ethan H says, Mickey Mouse wears gloves. And I've heard only untrustworthy people wear gloves. Look, people wear gloves for a variety of reasons. Like medical professionals, they got to wear gloves, right? They're constantly walking around with their gloves. They can't even do anything because they're gloved up. Maybe someone with horrible psoriasis has to wear gloves, right? You know, you never know. So let's not judge people based on gloves. But he wears the same gloves, and they're white gloves. You know how hard it would be to live a life and keep white gloves clean? Eating food with your white gloves. I've seen Mickey Mouse eat cheese while wearing white gloves. I mean, there's a moment when you just jump the shark. When your character eats cheese with white gloves and has two-dimensional ears, you've jumped the shark. It's just too much. I can't suspend disbelief anymore. Talking mouse, fine. Giant beanstalk, great. Your best buddy is a strange, weird, yellow dog your size named Pluto? Fine. But your gloves don't get dirty and you have two-dimensional ears? That's where I draw the line. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Game time. It is game time. Rachel says, okay, it's okay to judge people based on their ears, but not their gloves. I guess that is a bit hypocritical. I'm judging poor Mickey Mouse over something he can't control. His ears. I mean, it's not his fault his ears are two-dimensional. Now, it's his fault for putting on white gloves. That's within his control. He could put on brown gloves. He could put on yellow gloves. He chooses white. There's something weird about that. But his ears are really outside of his control. I mean, he was born with those. How can I judge him for his two-dimensional ears? Looks like I gotta do some soul searching. Bugs has gloves, says Douglas Delegard. Oh, shoot. Doggone it, you're right. But all he eats is carrots. But then again, his gloves should be orange. He eats carrots and... I think I just ruined my childhood here. All right, before we ruin any more childhoods, let's get into BioShock Infinite. All right, give me just a second. I got to get the chats all lined up. And we'll get into the game. Oh, I forgot Steam. Steam did an update. Well, I hope everything's okay. Please, please. BioShock Infinite. Don't be messed up with the Steam update. Should be okay. Cool Kid says, what carrots do you eat that stain clothing? Well, I suppose you're right. I mean, carrots don't typically stain clothing. Do you? But carrot cake is orange for a reason. Ethan Hughes says Oxhorn.exe has stopped working. Right, cross your fingers.
And had a bloody nose.
Okay. It's a little loud. I think that's all right. When has Bugs eaten carrot cake, says Cool Kid. Oh, he's got to have eaten carrot cake. I mean, maybe not on camera, because it's a bit fattening, I get it. Gotta look out for your figure. But I know he's eaten carrot cake. What are you doing? What are we doing? I'm trying to remember where we were. Oh, that's right. We were in the alternate timeline. Okay.
You know, I wasn't born deaf. I hear what it is people are saying. Why is it, Mr. Finkton? We have to work 16 hours a day. No, let's be clear. I would like nothing more than to shorten your workday. But the fact is, I simply can't. Why not, you ask? Well, I can sum it up for you in one word. Morality. You see, my family of the devil.
Alright, now we need to go this way, right?
What goes in its place? Whiskey, women, and the dice.
Okay, so recap. We had to go find. Okay, so in our last stream, we got on the Zeppelin, but then the Zeppelin got taken over by the Vox Populi, and the Vox Populi said they wouldn't give it back to us unless we got arms for them from a gun dealer here. So here we are trying to get this gun dealer, but only to discover that he got kidnapped and executed by the cops. So now we've opened up a tear in an alternate dimension. This is why the chat was saying that it gets weird. We're in a bit of the weird. So we've opened up a tear going into an alternate dimension to find a version of this arms dealer guy who isn't dead, right? So that's where we're at now. Got to get back to my shotgun. What's that?
Want to hold on to this?
Just keep on walking.
Catch!
Thank you. Okay, so we cleared this gentleman's club in our universe. Now we're exploring it in the alternate universe, and it does look different. I think. No, I'm confused. Okay. We've got to find a police impound.
It's your home. If you don't protect it now, well. Lately, I've been funny new ideas. Paid vacation. If I'm going to let him get up with you, your livelihood.
Sorry, gotta focus.
Well, some good cheer. Take no money for his art. Why, George Washington would only accept the presidency if he were paid a single dollar a year. So, let's money between you and your craft.
Okay, there's the Shantytown. Switch to my shotgun. What have we here? Dollar bill, y'all. Health kit. Salt, carbine ammo, burst gun volley, pin gun, machine gun, shotgun ammo. Almost full on that. Alright, I want to save my money then. Okay, upgrades. Bronco aid, Crow's trap aid. Would you kindly lower the volume, Oxhorn? Okay. It is now at minus 12 decibels. I hope that's enough. I'm not really using any of these right now, so... I'm really enjoying this shock jockey. Well, we've got Murder of Crows, Bucking Bronco. Oh.
You want to ask me? Ask me.
What?
My finger.
Sorry, I didn't...
It's all right. It's as much a mystery to me as anyone else. Maybe Songbird knows, but he's not talking.
I'm sorry.
What for? I get to wear this stylish thimble to cover up my hideous deformity. I hear they're all the rage in Paris.
Since... I'm just now noticing that she has a thimble on her finger. What exactly is her deformity and who is Songbird? Cover.
Elizabeth?
Sure thing. Booker! Rockets!
Move in on him! You're a fool, boy. Eyes peeled. Any last answer him!
I'm not ready.
Ah!
Booker! Booker!
Songbird was the giant terrifying bird. That's right.
Elizabeth!
There.
There he is! Who's there? I see him! Surrender!
Alright, guess I gotta use my carbine.
Open it!
There! We found ammo! Catch, Booker!
Appreciate it.
I'll tear your head off!
That's all I've got!
Wow, that guy was tough. I do like that volley gun, though. Maybe I should stick to it instead of the shotgun. Because the shotgun didn't really do me much good in that last battle. Everything was so far away. I tried to run in with the shotgun to make good use of it, but it just ended up being way too many in one spot. Oh, I like that hand cannon. You got quite an armory back there, but I can't get back there. Okay, up we go. Sorry, Elizabeth. Move. There we go.
You must think me some sort of freak. A girl who can bring dead men back to life. Whose only acquaintance is a giant bird creature. It must seem ridiculous.
You just got dealt a bad hand.
I am not going back to that tower no matter what happens.
They won't stop until they have you.
Why? What did I do to them?
You frighten them.
Good.
Okay, so this is the alternate universe.
To keep you so hungry, you can't speak but to men. To keep you so ignorant, you can't think of solutions to all your problems. To keep you chasing that almighty silver eagle so you can buy everything they're selling to keep you down, brothers. But Daisy Fitzroy says there's another way coming real soon.
People are like this because of Fink? Maybe Daisy's right. Maybe she should pay him back for all of this.
Not before she pays us. We're here for guns and then the airship.
I guess we could head straight for the police station. Or see what's in that bar. What do you think?
Or see what's in the bar. Let's walk around a bit.
Back it up, Scal. Leave it back!
Whoops.
We'll string you up.
Okay, so I just stole money, I guess. It was laying on the ground.
No degree for you.
Oh.
I didn't realize I was going to be a thief for taking money lying on the ground. Doggone it.
Nice.
What a naughty frighten.
Well, I'm a thieving jerk, I guess. Elizabeth doesn't seem to mind.
To arms, brothers! Not buying your way out of this! Heads up!
Man, I am loving this this giant revolver. It's like the Ranger Sequoia I never got to enjoy. Okay, what's this? The graveyard ship. That's got to be the bar. So shall we go there for a few stories?
Interesting.
Maybe by the time I come back out, they'll have forgiven me for the theft. And I'll know not to steal coins off the ground. Hey, everybody. Okay. Things are all right. They're not mad at me. Oh! Whoa! What? Ooh. Okay, do I take this or not? He's dead. It's not like he needs it. Okay, we're all right. Ethan says, make sure you explore the bar, Ox. Don't make the barkeeper hostile. You can loot some of this place later. All right. Well, we've got patrons at a table drinking up. A couple of different shops. I'm going to turn that music off before I get demonetized. Hello, bartender. Nope. Whiskey over here. Okay. Did you see that? He pulls out a shotgun when I go behind the counter. Wow. Well, okay, let's go downstairs. Oh, what's this? Kid working. Keys.
Hi there. Guitar. Wish I knew how to play. Might just spell some of the gloom.
When you force deep underground, well, you see things from the bottom up. And down at the bottom of the city, I saw a fire burning. The fire's got heat aplenty, but it ain't got no mouth. Daisy. Now she got herself a mouth big enough for all the fires in Columbia.
Okay, dead rat on the ground. Keys in the pocket.
Ammunition, weaponsmithing, all kinds of deadliness.
Elizabeth wants to play the guitar. I need to find a box. Okay, do we play the guitar? Okay, sure, why not?
Will the circle be unbroken by and by? By and by is a better home awaiting in the sky.
Ox, your face cam's the wrong way, thank you.
The sky.
Well, that was a nice touching moment. Let's feed the orphan an orange on a shelf that he can't reach. I'm glad I didn't loot those before the song started. And we'll just have a touching little sing-song, because that's the game. Can we play it again? No. Man, that was awkward. What a weird moment. How you doing, kid? All right, feeling good. Now I gotta find this box. Doesn't want to talk to me.
Return when you got some currency, fella.
I'm hesitant to go behind the counter.
Bigger, atomic, Fink's formula wonder, primal mysteries.
All right, well, onwards and upwards, I guess.
She's all we still have. Please, help her.
Come on, hurry up.
Hit it! Hit it harder!
There's a tear over there.
Okay, do I take these? So cash bag is stealing, Silver Eagles is not, right? But that's pink, and I guess pink means you steal? Okay, so there's a tear right there, but do we want to go into the tear before exploring outside of the tear? Let's go down here first.
Everything I got is done in all.
They don't give a damn if we live or die.
I don't understand.
On my watch,
Some people are treated like men,
on my chain,
others like
on
animals.
There's plenty of places down below where you'll find more of the same.
Like that wounded knee.
Yeah, like a wounded knee.
Everything I got is done.
Whoa. Asset seized. Vox sympathizers. Oh man, they seized their orchard? That's just low. Ox, it's not that kind of tear. It summons food for them. Oh, thank you.
Everything I got is done in fun.
Do it.
You bet.
Thank you, everybody.
Know how to kill him? I ain't no gun.
Everything I got is done in fun.
Guilty labor agitator. This is awful. Oh my god. They're just throwing it all at us, aren't they? We've got workers in stocks. Because this ain't slavery, right? The Bullyard. Alright, we got some gear. New pants, brittle skinned. Melee targets briefly vulnerable. Victim takes 2 times damage for 5 seconds. Guess I don't understand that, so I'll just take it for now.
Booker, there's the impound.
We're gonna have to get through an army to get those tools.
Like a bug, and took his tools for our own. Make no mistake, soldiers. The box and weapons go together like fire and gunpowder. One spark. We cannot control.
These guys gonna attack.
Nice!
That's all I have right now.
Oh, he's dead. Oh!
We will cast you out.
There, that one.
You bet.
There!
Okay. Got ammo.
You got no backbone.
Where is it?
Holy cow, what is with all these rocket barrages? Ah!
I'll tear your head off! Get ready!
Golly!
Patch yourself up. Take it.
That'll do.
He vanished!
See what else I can find.
Do it.
All right.
There's no escape. Taking cover.
Ammo. Take it. Here you go.
Nice.
Well, Fitzroy, you got a little cunning in you, if nothing else. Dropped a couple grizzly traps around the lines up here. Idea was to bleed one of your couriers till he gave you up. Except, of course, you're using kids now. Now I got this tiny Injun boy eyeballing me. Tried to take his leg off. Damn thing's just
That's all I have right now.
lying here between us. I sure wish he'd cry or something.
That's awful. What? Bear traps? Children get. Ah, man.
Do it.
There.
Oh.
I've got salts. Take it.
Got it.
All right, there's a big robot down there.
Open it.
On it. Sorry. Sure thing.
Oh, I like it.
I don't have anything.
it. Woo!
Elizabeth?
Sure thing.
Well, I don't have a lot of ammo. May need to switch to a different weapon. Okay. Let's fly around a bit before we go in. I do like the volley gun. Hey, machine gun. Oh, I hate to lose my hand cannon though. But I don't have any ammunition for it. So, we'll take it. Pardon me. Okay, and this is where we came down. Right, so that's where we need to go, Columbia Authority. Let's zip up here real quick. Medical kit.
On it.
Okay, I want to get up there. There's the bear trap I saw earlier. Can I land up there? No. Alright, so that's the only spot. Okay, I think I got it all. Inside we go.
Elizabeth, little help?
Looks easy enough. All done.
Okay. All visitors must submit to a search. My butt. Can I leap over that somehow? No, I can't. All right, here we go. Fitzroy spotted. Fitzroy spotted. Wild Vox Populi leader Daisy Fitzroy spotted. The great prophetess foreseeing her end. Only he can protect us. Looks like we only can get over there through a door.
Do it.
Bet.
I love this thing.
Teach you a lesson. Get him out of cover. I'll cripple you. Take fire.
Where is he?
Cover me. Surround him quick.
I'll kill you myself. It's over for you.
Tighten the noose.
Salt's here! Booker here!
Great.
That's it!
Oh, we got big graphical glitch there.
That one.
Done.
Stop them. Get a hold.
This gun is great. Oh, man, I love it. Oh, I got my hand cannon back. Yeah. Oh, only 9 ammo. Doggone it. Didn't come with ammunition. How much? I only have 3 of these left. But it's so great.
Just what the doctor ordered.
There's the job and there's life. They pay me to hate the goddamn Vox, and I take their money, but what's the harm of having a drink with Fitzroy's people? Face to face at the graveyard shift, why, they're just folk. Well, I guess I fell into the goddamn bottle because I stumbled back without the evidence locker key. If Schmidt finds out, well, there'll be hell to pay.
Underground hideout located in Finktown. So that's the key that I found, right? locker room. What's a lockpick doing in a locker room? Okay, this side of the building explored. Now to move to the other side. Actually, that's where we need to go, isn't it? Yep, it is. All right, so before we go there, that's where we came from. Crank gun?
There, that one.
On it.
Oh. Do I trade for the crank gun? I gotta try it. Have I tried that yet? I don't think I have. Busted safe. Got some silver eagles. Alright, that's it for there. Can we get behind here?
They argued something fierce at night, Lady Comstock and the Prophet. Could never make out what it was about from my bunk, though. After the worst, I seen she ain't left for morning prayer. So I crept upstairs to check in on her. And like a fool, I lingered. Scullery maid was what they called me when I walked into Comstock House. Murderer was what they shouted when I ran out.
So that's where they interrogated Fitzroy. What's this? Or is that where we need to go? That's where we need to go.
There they are.
Now we just have to get them back to the box. Then we get our airship.
Okay, if that's where we need to go, then we should go upstairs first, right? Because there was that one locked door.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
Give me a second. There you go.
Hey. Oh, man. At this rate, I'm going to completely buff up my character. A new hat ammo cap. When shooting, empty clips have a 40% chance to autofill without reload. Oh, yeah. Show comparison. Become harder to detect. No brainer. Let's equip it. RPG. Carbine. Oh, I get my beautiful carbine back. Well, I only have 5 rounds of this sucker left, so. Ah, carbine. Oh, how I miss G. That volley gun is really fun, though. Easy to use. Okay, well, is that it? I guess we go downstairs now. I'm thinking that's it. Downstairs we go. Aha! Oh, and now I find volley gun ammo.
It's locked.
On it. Done.
Who are we
really helping by getting guns for the Vox Populi.
It's gonna help us.
Daisy can make a change, can't she? Make things better for the people here.
Sure.
I think we're about to find out that the Vox Populi don't always have the noblest of intentions, but we'll see. Oh! The founders will bleed! Oh, we got cockroaches. Oh, that's just... Man. Why?
Need money? Catch, Mr. DeWitt.
Sure. Can't say no to that. You are quite the handy companion.
Well, we sure as hell aren't gonna be able to carry all this back to the shop. God, we didn't think this all the way through. What is that?
It looks like a tear to another version of this room that doesn't have any tools in it.
Well, if the tools aren't in there,
Then they must be back
at the shop.
Booker, if we go into this tear up, I don't think there's any turning back. You sure you want to go now?
Ah, man. All right, is there anything that I'm missing? I think I've explored it all. Hey, Ox, try using the Vox repeater. It's slow firing, but reliable. Alright, when I next find one, I'll try using it. I think I've got it all. Alright, let's open the tear. Bag of coins there. Oh, ha, thank you. Would have missed that. How did I miss that? Thank you.
Well, that did something.
Come on, let's head back to the gunsmith and finish our deal. I aim to be on that airship and well shut of this place for long.
Burst gun?
Booker, if the Vox get their weapons, there's going to be a revolution just like Les Miserables. These people are gonna have better lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just exchanged my crank gun for a burst gun. We'll see what it does. Oh, there's a repeater. All right, well, let's exchange that too. There's my carbine. All right, I'll try it all. Aw. Lots of carbines here. I hear sounds of revolution, just like Les Miserables. Sure. Did I call it or did I call it?
You ever see a forest at the beginning of a fire? For the first flame, you see them possums and squirrels running through the trees. They know what's coming. But the fat bears with their bellies full of honey, well, you can't hardly wake them up from their comfortable hibernation. We're going to Emporium, and then we gonna see what it takes to rouse them from their slumber.
Okay, that's creepy as all get out. Fox! Fox! Ethan says, Viva la revolution! Alright. I just hope there's no guillotine up here. We'll just cross our fingers for that. No guillotine.
How is it going? I was still, but now I'm moving. Look here.
Elizabeth's powers are doing some strange things to reality.
I only mean one of them.
Just doing a brief survey. I want to make sure that nothing new has spawned. No new holotapes or voxophones or whatever. No new weapons. I think we're good. Ethan H says, you broke them. Oh, no. Well.
Can you feel it? Daisy's moved these people. Things can change, Booker, and we can be a part of it.
I don't want to be a part of it. Once we get our airship, we'll be well shut of this place.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be part of this either. Yes, repeater ammo. We never did get back there, though, did we? Looks like there's nothing back there anyway. Ooh, is that a bomb? Are they gonna... Oh, there's another bomb. They're gonna blow this place, aren't they? Oh, dear. Who's the good guy? Whoa, I'm being attacked.
Don't look so good.
No, it's gone. That's where I need to go, right? What? That's song. Okay. What is this song doing in this universe, eh?
You're Booker DeWitt, the hero of the Vox.
What the hell are they talking about?
Look at that poster. In this world, you're a hero.
I remember I led the Vox. Slate and I burned down the Hall of Heroes.
Booker, your nose. You're bleeding.
Hard to think of. Just two memories in the same
Booker,
place.
come back to me. We're going to find Daisy Fitzroy.
And we're getting out of here on the First Lady. Let's go.
Just straight up murdered these guys. Bound and everything.
It's foolish.
So I'm dead?
I found some money. Want it? Okay.
Daisy Fitzroy can't see me? It looks like her. More to explore near the bar. Okay. What's this? That's where I came in. Okay, back to the bar. I'm going.
Say cheese! Cheese! Okay, for this one, give a thumbs up. Hilarious! Ah, that's a great shot. One more. For this one, everyone look real.
Samuel, when the spells of anger come, I want you to play this recording and remember that I am the proudest woman in Columbia to have been your wife. They said your soul was choked by the fumes in that metal box, but this I do not believe. And we shall meet again on that eternal shore. Both of us whole and smiling. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh. Let's see what's changed inside the bar.
Founders believe that he ain't no better than Oxhorn. Think on that. Think on a man looking at you, your children, and seeing a beast meant to be ruled over. Not someone capable of rational thought. Not someone with their own dreams and aspirations. Not someone trying to make sure their kids have it better than they did.
As plans go, I'd seen worse, except this girl was already gone. Monument Island's a damn ghost town. It seems like they evacuated her when they heard I was here. An old friend told me Comstock spirited her off to that fortress of his. As a one-man job, this just went from betting on the river to drawing dead.
So that's me. It's a holotape from me.
Bring us the girl and wipe away
Oh,
the
doggone
dead.
it, Daisy, will you shut up?
Plans go, I'd seen worse.
They want to
except
keep
this
you
girl was already
distracted.
gone.
Keep you
Monument
from
Island's
thinking
a
about
damn
the
ghost
real
town.
problem.
Seems like they
The
evacuated her when they
inequality,
heard I was here.
the bigotry,
An old
the
friend told me Comstock
inhumanity.
spirited her off to that
They want
fortress
you
of his.
thinking,
As a
my
one-man
neighbor
job,
got a
this just
fine
went from
watch.
betting on the river
How
to
come I ain't got no
drawing
fine
dead.
watch? What I got to do for my boss to get me that fine watch?
Well, let's walk away so we can actually listen to this doggone thing.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. As plans go, I'd seen worse, except this girl was already gone. Monument Island's a damn ghost town. It seems like they evacuated her when they heard I was here. An old friend told me Comstock spirited her off to that fortress of his. As a one-man job, this just went from betting on the river to drawing dead.
So in this universe, he arrived to get Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was gone. So instead, he joins the Vox Populi and dies? Can we play the guitar in this universe too? No. Well, in this universe, Daisy is very animated. Oh, and now she stops talking. Okay.
In this world, you are a martyr.
These folk need a better class of hero. When it comes down to it, the only difference between Comstock and Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
There he is! There's no way out!
What's going on? Ooh, it's open. Charge!
Press to lunge at enemies, delivering a tornado blow. Hold and release to build up a more devastating tornado blow.
Give me a sec.
Go ahead!
Done.
Pin him down!
Okay.
Too late, I guess? Wow, that's a pretty useful plasmid, or whatever it's called. Can I get up there?
Go ahead. I'll be fine.
Okay, I got 1,300 now. Still can't upgrade the crow's trap aid. And I'm not using either of these two that much anymore. Now, that would be very cool, though. But I'm running low on money.
You hold on to this. Catch, Mr. DeWitt.
And she agrees, I think.
Well, I guess we did it. I don't know if I brought us to a world where the Vox had weapons, or I created one.
A carnival of drift at your disposal.
I lost track of it!
Whoops! How did I hurt my ally?
Get up! Booker!
Whoops, I don't remember hurting my ally. Okay. Well, now we need to go this way, right?
I don't have anything! You need sauce!
Oh no! It's locked in.
That'll do!
I like that one. And I like the volley gun. Okay, I was just in there, but it's blocked off.
No, this is not what I meant to have happen.
Elizabeth.
They're dead, Booker.
Come on. Let's leave this place. Let's go to the factory and get our airship. This isn't our responsibility, none of it. You just opened a door to this world and we stepped through.
Are you sure, Booker? Did I just bring us to a world where Chenlin was alive, or did I create it? I told you I always thought that my little trick was a form of wish fulfillment. I got my wish.
I wish to speak plainly to you. When you look at yourself, you see a face of a person, yes? A human being. But you know what Fink sees? He sees livestock. He sees the nag that pulls his plow. The monkey that he feeds you. If he could bend you down and trust, your arms get frail, legs grow weak.
Patriot!
That one! Now!
You bet!
Go ahead!
All right! Here! Ammo! Booker, catch!
Perfect timing.
Push him out!
No one escapes.
Open that gate and the factory is ours!
I would like to offer some words of counsel to one.
Ox, please heal, says Josh. Alright, I got there in the end. Whoa!
Elizabeth!
You bet!
They can't get that door open unless someone takes that airship out.
Are we volunteering?
Golly.
Need to sabotage the engine and bring this thing down.
Ah, too big, run away.
this thing down.
Get after him!
Okay, sabotage the engine. Bring down the Zeppelin. Here we go.
Okay, now to get off this thing.
How to get off. More crashes. How do I get off? Oh no. Oh, how do I get off? Well, that didn't work. Okay.
How needs competition when you have quality?
Well, we did our part.
That one!
On it.
Booker, that was amazing.
Come on, Elizabeth. Let's go find Daisy in the factory.
The gates are open! Now let's take their heads! Beg for death!
Whoops, that's an ally.
Daisy said she was coming here for Fink.
We need to take that elevator up. Bet it leads to Fink's office.
Coat of Arms. Enemies become easier to melee execute. We'll store that for later. So these guys produce the Vickers?
They're just right for each other, aren't they?
Who?
Fitzroy and Comstock. Maylin? Mr. Lin? My God, I was so set on getting to Pears. I didn't really think that...
You couldn't have known this would happen.
I had a role in this catastrophe. If you want to pretend that we're purely innocents in this, then that's your prerogative, but...
Uh-oh.
Hello? Fink?
I saw you die, Booker. Saw it with my own eyes.
Fitzroy. Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
Whoops.
Death to tyrants!
Well, great. Now the Vox Populi is hostile. Ah, come on. Hate to complicate your narrative. Makes me wonder who really killed the original main character guy. See, what's this? Octopus? Oh no! It's Call of Cthulhu! Undertow.
To wash away your enemies. Hold to grab enemies, and release to reel them in for punishment.
Ooh. This, I think, will be fun. Locked. Not locked.
I appreciate a lady who appreciates value.
Oh, look at all of these. Hey, I got a shock chain upgrade. Adds ability to chain lightning strikes from one enemy to another. Charge aid. Adds brief invulnerability on attacks and recharges shield. Oh, that's cool. I need that. Now I'm broke.
Fink's Formula Wonder. Primal Mystery. These holes have shown me yet another wonder, though I've yet to see the application for it. They illuminate a merger of machine and man that is somehow the lesser yet the greater of both parties. The process seems to be irreversible. Perhaps, though, Comstock will have some need of this kind of thing to keep watch in that tower he is building.
Ooh.
Got a lock here.
That won't take but a minute. There you go.
Oh, hey. What have we here? Yeah, I was going up that way. Oh, my volley gun.
No! 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 No!
Kill the imposters. Burn their bodies when you're done.
Great. Okay, that's handy. Great.
You're hurt.
Okay, I really missed my charge. Ah! Oh boy. Big boy here. Oh dear. Wait, where's your lunch break? Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Holy cow!
Out there.
Do it.
On it. You need salt.
What the heck? How do you kill this thing? Hey Ox, Murder of Crows works on the big boys. Oh.
I hear something loud!
Okay, catch.
Thanks.
Join the fight!
That's all I got!
Thanks for that!
Sorry, that's all I got.
I wish I had my carbine right about now. Finally! What's this? New Pants Ghost Posse. Killing with a Vigor Trap has a 50% chance to cause the enemy gun to become a ghostly ally for a few seconds. Not worth it. Oh.
Thanks for that! I see him!
Catch!
Thanks.
No, no, no! She's going to kill that child. Booker, we have to do something. We have to act.
Okay.
We have to get in there. Come on, Booker, we can get out of here. Boost me up. Go to the window and distract Daisy. Go!
Is this it? Is this your movement, Daisy?
This is what needs to be done. You see, the founders ain't nothing but weeds. Cut them down and they just grow back. If you want to get rid of the weed, you gotta pull it up from the root. It's the only way to be.
Whoa, Elizabeth!
Elizabeth.
He just runs in the family.
You make your own choices, Liz. That was all you. Comfort.
Elizabeth. Whoa, hey, easy.
Put the scissors down. I'll give you a volley gun if that'll make you happy. Well, we saved the kid, but Liz has gone crazy.
Perfect.
Pink Floyd says, hey, Ox, been watching for a couple months now. Just sub. Thanks for subbing. Everyone was telling me to shoot the orange chest part and to aim for the heart. Thanks. I saw all of your comments during that fight. It was tricky. I thought I was doing so with the volley gun. But, his arms kept getting in the way. Oh, well, we got him. So there's Fitzroy, right?
Vox. But in the end, they don't square anything. Anna, I'm sorry.
Whoa! He did right by Fitzroy and the Vox? No, don't run from me, Liz. So you murdered a bad guy. It happens to everybody. I'm gonna go and sulk in this room.
Why don't you just come out of there?
Well, I got my Zeppelin back. Now, where to? Set destination. Oh. Do we get to choose? Are we going to New York or Paris?
Elizabeth.
It's a new Liz.
This is all they had.
Doesn't look very comfy.
Listen.
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
Forget. How do you wash away the things that you've done?
You don't. You just learn to live with it.
So the moment of truth between us. New York or Paris? No!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
There's gotta be some sort of throttle or accelerator.
Do you know what that looks like?
I don't know.
Help me find it!
Ah! Big bird thing! Whoa! Oh, great. Songbird got us. Francisco says, hey, Oxhorn, I've been subbed to you for about a year, and I've watched about the same time I've been subbed.
Is.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Here you are.
Booker, we've got to stop them.
No, that's the E.
No, that is
Booker,
certainly
hurry.
No, it's not.
It is.
Here.
Isn't.
Is.
Isn't.
Is.
Try again.
No, you try.
Fine.
Stop it!
Nope.
Stop
fine.
it! You don't know what you're doing!
There it is.
No. You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him...
He will take you where you need to go.
Would you care to hear anything else, brother?
Who are you?
We are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
Perhaps you should ask the maestro himself.
So where is he?
No.
Of course. Well, at least they left the piano.
She looks really confused. She's like, what? I'm confused too. It's okay, Elizabeth.
Booker. That's Comstock House. If we're gonna find him, we should start there.
The Vox are coming! We need to leave the dock! We need to push off immediately!
Where are these people going?
Wherever the Vox Populi ain't.
I'm sorry, I can't do it! Do it! Come on, you can do it! Just jump! No. Jump! Honey, I can't do it! I cannot do it! I'm sorry! I love you, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. You need to remove your belongings or we can't take any more people! The barge is full! You're going to have to remove some of your luggage if we're going to fit more people on deck!
I wouldn't make that jump either. I don't blame her. That's a big jump. Well, if it's not one doggone thing, it's the other. Vox Populi pirates taking my Zeppelin. Then a big Songbird comes from the sky and blows it up. Great, now how are we going to get to New York?
The barge is at full weight! We're taking off now! Disembark!
Oh, they got them all. Well, that's good, I think. Please don't blow up or something. Okay. Whew. Cover. Oh, great.
You got empty pockets? Best keep on walking.
One.
On it!
Oh!
It's okay.
Let's try that again.
Who's there?
Still looking.
Do it now.
There you go.
Golly! I think I need a different gun. An RPG or something.
Do it.
All right.
Open it.
There you go.
Come out where I can see you.
Oh, I got it.
Flak cannon, Booker. They found ammo.
I'll put you down.
Moving after him.
Move into cover. Out. He ran.
Catch.
Much obliged.
Stop. No one gets out.
Booker, get up. Booker.
Oh, great. Now it's telling me I can change the difficulty. Thanks.
Weaponsmithing, all kinds of deadliness.
What the heck?
Do it.
On it.
One of these RPGs. Holy
Keep
cow.
your eyes open.
Elizabeth?
There.
Do it now!
There you go. Not ready.
Leave you in the street. If you run over
Some salt.
Thanks.
Ah!
Get up, Booker. Get up.
Open it.
Done.
Oh.
In case you need it. Okay, catch.
Thanks.
That's all I got.
Burst gun, what's that? Oh, that's what I had. Okay, so what's this water puddle for?
Do it.
There.
My water powers work without the water puddle, right?
Do you think you wanted any part of this?
Did you?
Take a look at this.
I'll give it a whirl.
What is it about that song that brings in the bird?
It always has. When I was younger, I used to be excited when I heard it.
Excited?
He was all I had. He fed me, brought me books. He was my friend.
Friend?
Oh, for
Until I
shock
grew up.
jockey. Oh, right.
Because he was my warden. He's just Comstock's pet, isn't he? Just like me. Ready.
It was a tough lock. Oh.
Look at this. Fitzroy's no better than Comstock. Was she?
Once people get their blood up, it ain't easy to settle it down again.
This is on our hands, isn't it?
All right.
Found some money. Catch, Booker.
Man, that is some armor those guys have.
The
And that's where I came. Okay. Ooh, wait. We got a locked door here.
That seems right up your alley.
Let me see. There.
Heater? Don't think I've seen that before. Well, I should probably start putting some into health, huh?
Feel better already.
Tickets closed.
This prophecy business. You don't think anyone can really see the future, do you?
I saw something once when I first got here. A dream. It was New York, but larger than any New York I ever saw. It was burning.
Hope none of the prophet's magic is rubbing off on you.
Oh, great.
Here, ammo! Booker, here!
Appreciate it.
I lost him!
There!
Sure thing!
Smoke him out!
Keep my eyes open for more.
Demonetized. Oh. Nowhere to hide. Oh, yeah.
Want to take a look at this?
Come on, give me something challenging. Ready.
Now let's do it.
I just realized who those two are. They, well, at least she, invented the technology that allows the city to float.
Giant balloons.
Quantum particles, suspended in space-time at a fixed height.
So, not giant balloons?
But the thing is, my book said they disappeared several years ago.
I told you they'd come.
No, you didn't.
Right. I was going to tell you they'd come.
But you didn't.
But I don't.
Are you sure that's right?
Something tells me they're not exactly what they appear.
I was going to have told you they'd come?
No.
The subjunctive?
That's not the subjunctive.
I don't think the syntax has been invented yet.
It would have had to have been.
Had to have had been. That can't be right.
They seem to want to help.
They seem to be out of their minds.
Odd, isn't it?
What's odd?
The fact that we sometimes...
Finish each other's sentences?
Exactly.
It would be odder if we didn't.
How do you suppose they manage that?
I'll get back to you after I figure out the floating city bit. Come on. Comstock House is up ahead.
Right, well, I think I may need to end the broadcast now.
The
Yep.
seed of the prophet shall sit the throne. He was grooming me, wasn't he?
Comstock? Yeah, I think so.
Why lock me up?
Well, I'm guessing you didn't want to be groomed. Maybe he had something in the works to make you agreeable.
Like what?
I think it's best we don't find out.
Creepy, creepy, creepy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end the broadcast. Thank you all. Did you catch that he was painting himself? Yeah, I did notice that. Almost as if, so he was looking at her, and he decided to paint himself. Interesting. I wonder what that means.
Thought they'd stay on top forever. Ha! Look at them now.
Watch where you're pointing that.
Or you could just get out of my way.
Execute!
I like this thing. I know, I should stop. I should stop.
More money.
Oh.
Here.
Electricity! Bugs and sparks come bottle. Zeus sitting in me.
I hope no one has forgotten me here. Now back to the music.
He's still playing music as there's gunfire going on in the background. That's hilarious. Ooh. Hail fire? Left mouse when firing the hellfire. The projectile will detonate when you release. Well, they're just throwing all sorts of new guns at me, aren't they?
Can you unlock this?
I can do that.
Screw it, keep
All
going,
yours.
Ox. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I need sleep, my friend. I've been working on a lore video all day. So I am having
Show yourself.
Oh, this is a very effective thing. Wow. Whatever this is, I like it a lot.
Bink's formula wonder. Primal mysteries.
The district's out. Execute anybody who looks like they give us trouble. Anyone with a gun, anyone wearing glasses. Round up the rest.
Anyone with a gun? Anyone wearing glasses? Why would somebody wearing glasses give them trouble?
Mr. Comstock, when we next meet, it won't be to parley. See, I went out to that Hall of Heroes to scalp your false shepherd for you. Turns out, though, DeWitt speaks Sioux. He helped me to swap words with this crippled child I've been, looking after. Now, after hearing how the kid has fared in your city, I'm thinking when we take your pelt, I'll let him hold the knife.
Ooh. All right, I gotta call it. I'll just keep going and going and going. I don't know when the last checkpoint was, though. I doubt it's right here. But anyway, I gotta stop. I gotta call it, ladies and gents, even though I want to keep playing. So we'll pick up with BioShock Infinite next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel. Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Got to get some sleep because I've got a live stream tomorrow morning, bright and early. Wolfenstein Youngblood. We're having a lot of fun with that particular game, and I believe we've got all the brothers down. So now we're on our way towards the primary thing, which is to avenge our betrayal, I believe is what we're working on now. But great turnout today. Wonderful seeing so many people active on Mixer. I'm going to try and learn more about Mixer so I understand what all the stickers and bits and things flying by the screen were. But it was great to see a bunch of wonderful activity there. And of course, everybody on YouTube, all of the members who show up every single week, and the mods who make the chat a wonderful place for everyone to hang out. Thank you, each and every one of you, for turning up and showing up and coming out and having a great time. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time for my next live stream. Then 2 Fallout 2 videos this weekend. We'll kill all of the mob bosses in New Reno, and we'll explore NCR, a big hour-and-a-half long NCR special this weekend. So I hope you got time on Sunday to enjoy that video. But for now, get some sleep, go to bed, wake up refreshed with a nice bagel or a pretzel and a coffee. Oh, that sounds nice. I'll at least have a coffee. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, with a new live stream. Have a good one. See you soon.